In today's video, I will be doing a debt confession video along with some other things talking about credit card debt and personal loans. In October, I started this debt-free journey. I decided to get serious. I decided to not be afraid of the numbers. I started my debt journey at $39,010.15. I was watching Get Smart with Money and somebody was on there and they had about $29,000 worth in debt. And I said to myself, that is a lot of debt. And then I ran my numbers and I was right up there with her and not even more than what she had. So I ran the numbers. I had to accept the fact that my debt was high and I needed to do something about it. I'm currently in the process of trying to get to a bigger living situation for me and my family. If you've been watching any of my videos, I do record in different areas of the house. Right now we're in a 1-bedroom situation. We have a living room, but I basically record, I get in wherever I fit in, whatever is convenient at the time. And when people are not at home. So it's a little hard for me to try to gear and record my videos consistently just because I have to base it around when people are going to be home, so it won't be so extra noisy, or the location at the time. So that's that. Started this journey because I wanted to make a better life for me and my family. We deserve to be in a bigger living situations for me and my kids, for them to have their own rooms. I work really hard. I have a business. I have an Etsy shop. I'm doing YouTube. I also have a job that I am going back to on May 20th. It's giving me anxiety, but it's gonna be okay. I'm kind of ready to go back to work. But let's get into today's debt confession. I ended my debt confession, or I ended my debt, which was the end of March. That ended at $32,179.88. And these are my actual numbers ending the month out in April. So starting with my Citi card, I'm currently on the Avalanche method. So what I do is I list all of my credit cards from the highest interest to the lowest interest. And that's how I paid it off. I didn't always do the Avalanche method. I actually started off with the snowball method. This is my first time trying to pay off debt. I will pay off debt and get back into debt, but no longer am I doing that. I wasn't documenting it. Now I'm documenting it. You guys are holding me accountable for it, so I'm getting it done. I know that people are watching, and like I said, I hope to be an inspiration to you that if I can get out of debt, so can you. So starting with my high interest credit card first, I have my Citi card, and my Citi card is $4,717.79. That is the beginning balance. All these balances that I'm going to read off is going to be the beginning balance ending off in March. So now after I did my payments, that Citi card now has a balance of $4,622.40. We went down there. Now moving on to Wells Fargo, my second high interest credit card, that one had a beginning balance of $2,333.27, and it looks like I paid that off by $2,282.59. Okay, now let's talk about Discover. My beginning amount was $3,068.10, okay? And I ended off at $3,070.21. Now we're gonna go ahead and pause. Yes, it looks like that amount was only paid down by $2.11. So this is what happened. I got my taxes, right? So this is what happened. I was distracted when I was making this payment. I usually send in $133 to this Discover card. I send in $50 over the minimum payment. Now, within that transaction, I accidentally pressed to pay it off. not knowing, and did the accepting and all that. Now, because I did that, Discover tried to take the payment twice, but of course I didn't have that amount in my bank account. Therefore, I was charged 2 return check payments of $41 each. That equaled out to $82. On top of that, I had to wait to make the payment, and it was after the payment due date, and that also gave me a late charge of $35. Altogether, last month, it was a fees of $112, and that was just thrown away to nothing. It was a waste. It was a complete and total waste. I ended up calling them up to see, hey, could you guys please remove these charges off of my card? It was a mistake. What can you do for me? And they were able to remove the late payment, but they were not able to remove those fees for the return check. So I end up paying $82 for nothing. That's why it only looks like I paid $2.11 towards my Discover credit card last month. And it sucks. I was saddened by it. I wanted to drink. But I didn't. But I really wanted to drink. I was so upset about it. So anyways, I want to tell you guys this. If you do make payments on time, and say you made an accident and you didn't get to send in the payment, you can actually call them up, and 9 times out of 10, they will reverse that payment for you. So just don't take it. Don't just sit there and say, oh, I forgot the payment. Okay, I'll call for $35. No, we need that $35. Go ahead and call them up. Say, hey, I'm really trying to pay this credit card off. I am doing all that I can. A lot is going on in my life. Whatever you have to say, most likely they will reverse that payment. Like, don't pay any late fees, any charges, especially if you know you've been paying your credit card on time. All right, that's it for that Discover card. Moving on to the Navy Federal card. So for my Navy Federal, it looks like I had a beginning balance of $1,843.27. And now I have an ending balance of $1,767.22. And I paid that down by $76.05. Moving on to my Navy Federal loan that I took out. It's a larger loan. The beginning balance was $8,295.32, and the ending amount was $8,102.69, which that means I paid that down by $192.63. Moving on to my Vons loan. That Vons loan had a beginning balance of $6,125.58. And the ending balance is $5,923.56. And I paid that down by $202.02. My city loan card. I owe $5,028.41. That was the beginning balance. The ending balance is $4,892.71. And I paid that down by $135.70. Moving on to my SoCal loan, I had a beginning balance of $691.19, and my ending balance came down to $598.46. Pay that down by $92.73. Moving on to my Vons summer loan. Beginning balance is $258.95, and I have an ending balance of $171.11, meaning I paid that down by $87.84. Now, since I do only have $171.11 on that one, my plan is on my next budget, I'm going to plan to pay that off. The minimum payment on this Vons summer loan is $91. It doesn't make sense to spend $91, get charged an interest fee, and then pay the rest of the balance. I'm just going to completely pay that off, even if it means sacrificing my sinking funds or something that's unimportant, like, I don't know, eating out or something like that. I would definitely sacrifice eating out to get this off of my plate, and another credit card would be down. So, adding up all these amounts for my ending balance, it came out to $31,430.95, y'all. So This month, I only paid down my debt by $748.93. My beginning amount for my debt was $32,179.88. And now the ending amount is at $31,430.95. One of the things also that screwed me in the end is my Citi card. In the beginning of October, I wrote down all my APRs. My Citi card APR, which my Citi card is my high interest credit card. That's the one I'm focusing on paying down now. That Citi card APR was at 27.79 for the APR. Now it's at 28.99%. I did call and ask if they can lower the APR because why is it higher than what I began? They said, I guess it goes off the bank and blah, blah, blah. And he attempted to run it, but he said that's the lowest APR that he can provide at this time. So yeah, I don't know if you can actually call to discuss lowering APRs. I'm going to try it on my other cards, and then I'll let you guys know how that went. But for Citi card, it was a fail. They couldn't lower my APR.
Okay, ma'am, I have submitted a request, and right now, ma'am, it says the account, currently your account has the lowest APR available, and in the future, you can request a review for a lower rate.
Because they said that's the lowest that was available at this moment. Once I do get out of debt and once I pay off these credit cards, I aspire to be someone that is not a revolver with credit. I don't want to hold a balance that's going to then incur interest. I want to be that person that make a charge on the credit card only if I have that money available and just send it right away. Before they even know that I put it on there, I want to send that money in. I want the credit card companies to work for me. I want to get the perks, the rewards. I want all of it. And I want them to get nothing. Because they took so much from me already. Because I was not smart enough with my money. And I won't let that mistake happen again. But that's my rant about credit cards. They can be evil, but we have to learn to let the credit cards work for us. Let's stand up and unite. We are no longer letting the credit cards work us. We are going to work them. That is my vow. And just watch, I'm going to get out of this debt. And I am going to make sure that I take advantage of all I could take advantage of them like they took advantage of me. Or like they're taking advantage of us. Because I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same way. Anyways, that is the end of today's video, debt confession video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, all the things so you can be notified when a new video is out. And until next time, you got this. I believe in you. Let's be great.